Alright, now that we finished looking at the E-flite F-15 being unboxed, it's time to take a look at the Avios C-130 made by Avios and sold by HobbyKing. And here's the packaging already uncovered for you. As I said before, I've had this thing since probably the 1st of December, at least the first few days of December, and it's been waiting for March. It's been going to be a winter build project, but I kind of held everything off until March to get it all put together. So I may have this done by the end of this month, which is, it's now March, or I may end up having it extended to April. It all depends on circumstances. And once again, I had to take a photograph of the top with the cover off it, so I know where all of the package blocking and foam support blocks go before I start taking it apart, because I do have to put it back in here and store it again before I start building it, because it's going to be built after the F-15. So let's take a look and see what's in here. Alright, first thing we're going to look at is the wing. Now there is an inherent risk at keeping a model boxed up for several months before you build it, and that is you do run the warranty out. But the benefit is you get to read about all of the problems people have and all the fixes they find to correct those problems before you ever build. So here's the right wing. Oh, it's got a beautiful design to sell to it. And here's the motor. It looks like an outrunner. Two on each wing here. One of the landing lights in the wing, leading edge. Just got the wingtip light out here on the end. I've gone over this pretty good. There's no real major blemishes that I can see that I would be concerned about. Everything looks nice. The paint is gorgeous on here. You can't see many foam cells. You can see a little bit, but not much. Nice dark navy blue. Got the marine signature on here. Flip it over. Looking at the bottom side. Inboard flap has the control rod already hooked up to the servo. Outboard flap just needs to have the servo hooked up, the servo control rod hooked up to the flap. Servo's right there. Aileron, servo's right here. It just needs to have the control rod hooked up. Nice movement on here. Everything was great. Oh, I love this. Look at the silver right around the inlet. That's beautiful on both of these. In the other video, I showed you what it would look like with the mini wax polycrylic gloss coat on it. So it should look something like this when I'm done with it. Oh, let's go look at this. These are the plugs. Spar goes in here. Spar rod goes in here anyway. And plugs for the lights and the servos. But here's the second wing, the left-hand wing. It looks just like the right one, so I'm not going to bother to unwrap this one just yet. So I'm sure it's set up the same way. Only this one has the flag out on the tip. Beautiful. Put this one away. Alrighty, in here is the tail section. The horizontal stabilizer. It too has two carbon fiber rods that slide into the tail of the fuselage, and you have a plug for the servo. I think the servo's in here, and the lights. Yep, there's servos right there for the elevators, and one for the rudder right there in the center. Beautiful looking airplane. I love this thing. Alright. Can't wait to put this together, but here it is. And then here, this slot is the rudder. Kind of goes in just like that. The vertical stabilizer, I should call it. There she is. Blue Angel insignia on there. awesome. Kind of a tongue and groove type of setup, not much. Screws on, just like pretty much everything on this airplane screws on. And here is how the fuselage is stored in here. Beautiful thing. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out and then we'll take a look at it. Here it is. Look at this baby. As pilot Robert would say, look at this. Oh, beautiful airplane, I'm telling you. Blue Angels. Got the open cockpit with the glass on there. And nice gorgeous nose on this thing. It's got the side hatch right here. You've seen in other videos how that works. You just pop that right off. And you can see inside where the cables are, pretty much where the receiver is going to go. And back there is where the battery is going to go. Gorgeous. Stick that back in there. Some form or fashion. Kind of hard to do this with one hand, but it can go. Right there we go. Perfect. A little tongue and groove for that. There's the wings and where they plug in and the spar goes. Look at the size of this compared to my hand. This is a big airplane. Gorgeous. Looks great. Get the light on the top. With the tail slides on, as I told you before, with the two rods and the wire plug. There's the other side. Gorgeous airplane. It's got little windows in there as well. And as we already know, it has a cargo door that opens. Really, really cool. All right. Now, as I was saying a few minutes ago, before I got too deep into this, one of the benefits of having not put this together that quick or as soon as others do is when everybody else is putting theirs together and they come across all the issues and difficulties and problems that have to be corrected, you already get the procedures on how to do them correctly and how to fix problems before you ever put yours together. So I already have a heads up on a lot of things with this. I actually have spare props already for this airplane, plus an additional set of spare props that HobbyKing sent is an upgraded set of props, being that a lot of people were complaining about the props breaking. So I have a new upgraded set plus a spare set of the originals and the originals, all from reading the forums and getting an idea of what needs to be done with this airplane. Okay, I got it all back together for the most part, exactly the way it came out of the box, so I'm ready to put this thing up on the shelf. Oh yeah, this here is the wing spar that I was talking about earlier. Pretty good size. But that is it. I did not dig out the props, at least to show you now. I know they were in there because they're in there in a nice spot. There are a few other little odds and ends down in here. Stickers for the cargo door. This is all the electrics. Yeah, one of the things it comes with here is it comes with a UBEC that you can wire in. So you have a battery eliminating circuit because of all of the servos that are on this airplane, all the activities that it can do with the sequencing doors and the retractable gear and all the servos. So they give you a UBEC to put in. And it also has a bunch of cosmetic items like pitot probes and spare speed sensors and antennas to go on the airplane, plus the two carbon rods there for the tail section. That's all down in here. Alright, before I get too far into the next plane, these are the props for the C-130. These are actually the newer upgraded ones. I'm going to pop out a couple, see if I can get one of the old ones out. It doesn't have the, there we go. One that I had opened up. There they are. Nice looking props. Even get the part numbers and the prop manufacturer on there. Really cool. Like I said, I got the original ones in the box. This was the first set of backups that I purchased. And then these other ones here, I'll put this label on there, upgraded ones. So I'm all set for props if I need them. Alright, one of the things I should mention on that C-130 before I get into the next airplane is the manual, the installation and the operational instructions are actually online. They are not in the box. So that's probably why you did not see me pull out a manual when I opened up the box for the C-130s, because that's all online. You got to download it.